Hello, welcome to the Q&A video that has taken me 3 months to make. I sent a form to you guys, I want to say around 3 months ago, asking you to submit questions that you had for me, because we've never actually sat down and spoken outside of my ADHD video. I have so many questions here, some being Subnautica related, some being more personal, some not even about me. But yeah, I thought we could get cozy and you can get to know me. The first question is, how are you able to stay motivated to keep doing this work and videos? The answer to that one's fairly simple. You. And I absolutely adore it. Creating is something I've always loved doing, regardless of whatever I am creating. If I'm creating, I'm motivated. When I started creating content on YouTube and Twitch, it kind of felt like a missing puzzle piece. Like, oh yeah, this is what I was meant to be doing this entire time. Videos for me are like memories. Like, you know how you take loads of photos and you keep photo albums and you flick through the photo albums, you're like, oh, remember this, oh, that was so funny, huh? That's how I feel about videos. That's what videos are for me. So creating memories and stuff like that too. Why did you start YouTube streaming and when was your first thought of doing so? I grew up watching Markiplier. Markiplier's always been my favorite YouTuber. And I remember thinking at the time, like, that would be so cool to do that. I would love to do that. More in the sense of community that Markiplier created and the space he created and the positive messages that he's always putting out. The golden rule always really stuck with me. I'll link it below. But if you have seen it, you know what I'm talking about. And it always kind of just like sat in the back of my mind as something that I'd really like to do, but I never really put much thought to it. And then I met the lovely Alvaria. I will link her Twitch in the description as well. I'll pop her channel up somewhere. It'll be around somewhere. Alvaria is one of the most wonderful people. I adore her. And she was streaming on Twitch and I remember talking to her about it and she was like, you should give it a go. Just do it. And I was like, really? It's that easy? She was like, yeah, just do it. Just do it. You'll be great. And she answered all of my questions and she helped me set up and get ready and explained everything to me. And my first stream, I had no camera, no mic, and I played The Walking Dead, the Telltale series, and Overwatch. They were my first streams, and everything kind of just snowballed from there. But yeah, shout out to Alvaria. She is one of the most wonderful people I've ever met. How do you balance personal life, your job, and streaming at the same time? It's not been easy. I'm not good at scheduled or balancing anything, but I'm getting much better at it. I'm great at balancing them and then I burn out. I touch on this more in my other video and I'm getting a lot better at it. And something that you guys say to me all the time is I need to start recognizing when I need to take a step back. I'll be in the swing of things. I'll be balancing everything really well, but I'll burn out and then I lose control of it all completely. And then by the time I get back into the rhythm of things, I burn out again. I've never been very good at balancing everything, but I'm getting much better. And the job that I have, the people I work with, they're really patient and understanding. That helps a lot. They really take the time to listen to my concerns and what I'm struggling with, and they'll make adjustments to help me balance everything out a little bit more. So I think it's more just setting expectations and having those conversations with people. I guess it's something. Do you know what? How do you balance personal life, your job, and streaming at the same time? The answer is I don't. What is one thing you like most about Pete? What is the one thing? I've got to think of something that I like first. His music taste. I know that's not very, I know that's probably not the most compassionate. Answer, but his music taste. He's got great music taste. What do you think of the pedestrianization of Norwich city centre? What does that mean? Let's go, pedestrians! Yippee! You should set a schedule like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, 3 different games every day, whether it's story games or fun games, and repeat the cycle on Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and on Sunday do whatever you want. I don't mind. Also, if you can't upload every day, then maybe upload videos in consistent pattern and series. This will help you build a strong audience base who loves to watch different games. By the way, I want to see 10k subs on your channel before the year ends, so all the best, sister. Love from India. Thank you so much. That's so sweet. Yes, I do intend to have a schedule that's set. For those of you that were around when the first Subnautica series was going on, you know that the videos were coming out on the same day every week if they weren't late. I do intend to get back into that. Adjusting to my new schedule is taking a lot longer than I thought. It would. There's like, and we have the fundraiser coming up as well, and the schedule at the moment is just kind of out the window, but it's almost like I'm setting the foundations for that will be the case. It's just kind of making sure that everything is in a nice working order before I start getting into that rhythm. But yes, that is the intention. There will be videos coming out on particular days every single week, and I can't wait for that to be the case. And also thank you so much for your lovely words. Hello Lana, I was wondering, what do you feel when someone or something triggers your phobia? Like, is it just a fear? Because I have arachnophobia, and when it's triggered I feel a lot of fear. Also keep going, you're awesome. I'm so brave for playing games that trigger your phobia. You just have a lot more fun. You guys are making me blush. Thank you. When someone or something triggers my phobia, I feel physically sick, hot, sometimes dizzy, shaky, nervous. I'm on my own! Why am I on my own? Hello? All that good old stuff. But yeah, hot, sweaty, panicky, sick. Fight or flight. Fight or flight. Will you ever do games with viewers? If so, what games? We do games with viewers every now and then. There's not really set days. We also do like community nights and Discord and stuff where you can play a crap game with us. We play a lot of interactive games on Twitch too, like Watch Some Music, where you can create a playlist. The song basically plays for 30 seconds and you have to name the song and the artist. How do we spell it? How do you spell it? Okay, music battles where you can queue your songs and we have to like choose the one we like more. Got a Minecraft community server. It's a rainbow! And then if there are multiplayer games that you guys want to play together, we do normally just boot those up and play those as well. Why are Pete's arms so small compared to the rest of his body? A lot of Pete's body mass ended up in his head. By the time science grew his arms, the cells ran out of body mass to give. I don't know. Why is Pete's head so big compared to the rest of his body? Body mass distribution. Considering the Reaper Leviathan's aggressive territorial behaviour juxtaposed with the Ghost Leviathan's hauntingly passive omnipresence in deeper biomes, would you argue that the Reaper represents the violent assertion of boundary within existential space, a metaphorical embodiment of trauma defending the shallow self, whereas the Ghost Leviathan is a spectral echo of the cosmic void, symbolising the inescapable entropy of deep introspection? Or do you see their behavioural more as a reflection of dual death drives, one immediate and violent, the other slow, ambient and unrelenting? Yes. Do you plan on playing more Subnautica mods, specifically the Red Plague? Yes. I am going to be playing the Red Plague. That's going to be coming soon. I want to make sure that we wrap up Below Zero, and then I intend to start a hardcore playthrough of Subnautica 1. And then over the Halloween period, we'll be doing a Red Plague playthrough as well. Is it a long mod? Because when I started Return of the Ancients, I thought it was going to be like a 1-episode thing. Like we would just jump in, like have a look around and see what was going on. But it became a whole series. It was meant to be like Into the Void series, like, oh, having a look at this mod, but it's so much longer than I thought it would be. Is it the same with the Red Plague mod? Play around with the mod, have a look at the mod, and then it's done? Or am I gonna have to do a whole playthrough again? I don't know. Have you thought about trying MMORPGs, i.e. Final Fantasy XIV, World of Warcraft, Guild Wars 2, etc.? I have friends that play WoW. I've never really put any thought to it myself. I've never like gravitated towards those kinds of games, but I've been playing a lot of games recently that I wouldn't normally play, and I've been really enjoying them. So if there's a particular one you guys would want me to try, do let me know in the comments, and I'm more than happy to give it a go. What's your top 3 favourite Pokemon? Mewtwo. I think Mewtwo was wildly misunderstood, and I will take that to the grave. I'm gonna go with Snorlax and Arcanine. After doing your reaction to Subnautica speedrun, do you think you'd want to do further reaction videos, live streams to video and stuff? Yeah, I love watching videos like that with you guys. I didn't know speedrunning Subnautica was as big as it is, and watching them glitch through the map and stuff, I want to try it, but also I don't want to try it. So the videos that you guys send me, I love watching them, because yeah, if there are videos that you want me to react to or videos that you want me to watch, you can send them in the Discord and I will happily watch them. If you woke up as a pink bunny, what would be your first thought? Why am I pink? If Peter was to be your pet, what animal would he be except a goose? A parrot. Because they're annoying and they don't know when to shut up. Would you rather fight a goose-sized Peter or a Peter-sized goose? A goose-sized Peter or a Peter-sized goose? I'm gonna go with a Peter-sized goose. I think it would be a more entertaining fight. Peter's already goose-sized. An alien has challenged you to a dance-off. What type of dance will you use? This is my favourite. This is my go-to. I'm not a very good dancer, so this is what you get. If you're an NPC, in what game would that be? Fable, for sure. They get to shout the wildest things. I'd want to be a town crier in Fable. The time is very late. If you could choose between direction where you needed to be or the direction where you wanted to be, which would you choose? I think at this point in my life, they're the same thing. I think where I want to be is where I need to be. Yeah. What Disney princess / villain would you be? Princess, I would be... I think I'm most like Rapunzel. If I had to choose one, probably Rapunzel. In the sense of which one I'm most like. In terms of who I would want to be, probably Mulan. And villain, Maleficent. Because she gets to be a dragon? Yeah, that's a dub. Maleficent. If you could spend a day with any famous person, dead or alive, who would it be? Robin Williams.
You crude, rude bag of pre-chewed food, dude.
What kind of Smurf would you be? That would be my hat. That's the Smurf I would be. I don't know what my name would be. I'd be the Goose Smurf with the goose hat. Yeah. If you're a phone, which would it be? Only correct answer is a 3310. I would be a 3310. What sea animal would you be? Real or not real? We were one of those rockfish. You know, fucking me. If we're talking not real, probably Dory, because I just forget everything all the time. Would you rather have hands for feet or feet as hands? I do have hands for feet. I'm joking. Hands for feet or feet? Hands for feet. Is hot dogs a sandwich and is cereal a soup? Fire, I know it's you. You just found a genie lamp. What are your 3 wishes? And what does Peter have to do with one of them? Pete, is this you? You know, I'm a really superstitious person. And I feel like wishes and things like that, like I feel like it would be messing with my reality, and I feel like it would have bad repercussions. So I don't think I'd use my wishes. I think I'd just wish for the genie to be free and then just give the other 2 up. I'd be too afraid of the repercussions of messing with things that I don't fully understand. It's probably not the answer you want, but I can't think of wishes because no. You woke up as a sunfish. What would be your first thought? End it. How do I make it stop? If I was a sunfish, I probably wouldn't have a thought. You crashed on planet 4546b with no way of getting off the planet by yourself, and you can travel between safe shallows and Arctic, but only by crossing the void. What's your thoughts and plans while you wait for rescue? Brackets 5 years. I would stay in the safe shallows. I wouldn't go to the Arctic. I wouldn't go through the void. I would not go through the void. I'd stay in the safe shallows, and I would live off of peepers and bladderfish for 5 years. If I am going through the void, it's without a vehicle. So it's just me and my swimmer going through the void. Just, you know, that's death. So I have to stay in the safe shallows anyway. Yeah, bladderfish and peepers for me. What was your expectation and thoughts for the subathon when you started planning streaming it? That is to say, before smashing the milestones. I thought it was going to go on for about 3 days. I didn't think we'd do the whole thing. I didn't think we'd get anywhere near as far as we did through the game. And in all honesty, I was terrified that I wasn't going to like the game. For anyone that doesn't know what I'm talking about, we played Elden Ring for 7 days, 12 hours a day. And I fell in love with the game. I fell in love with it. I didn't know whether I was going to like it or not. I've never played a Souls-like before. I had no idea. But I fell in love with it, and it was the 7 days was one of the most wonderful memories that I've made. I'm going to miss you in the mornings. Ever. One of the best weeks of my life. And I know it sounds so silly because I was just sat playing a game for a week, but like you guys made it so much fun. Come to me. Oh, wonderful, wonderful. This. Oh no. There was so many achievements and like wins, and I don't know. It's just I'm a very sentimental person, and that week was so good, so good. I'm so grateful. How did it feel to learn how to sprint jump in Elden Ring? Monumental. Well, how do I press B and A at the same time with one thumb?
Oh, you're not pressing B and A at the same time?
Well, I'm holding B and then I press A to jump.
You roll roll your thumb. Oh my god! Why would you?
Life changing, absolutely monumental. What would your superhero villain be? My superhero, I would be. Oh, I don't know. This is a really tough one. I'm a big Marvel fan. Oh, I don't know. Iron Man and Wolverine are my favourites. But oh, who would I be? Probably Iron Man.
I am Iron Man.
Yeah, probably Iron Man. He's always been one of my favourites. Villain. I don't want to be any of them. Does Deadpool count because he's an anti-hero?
You're about to be killed by a Zamboni!
Yeah. A 3-part question. Which enemy did you hate fighting the most? Which boss was the worst to fight? And which was your favourite to fight in Elden Ring? I hated fighting Putrid Avatar. That. Melania was the hardest and my favourite. The most frustrating was Malekith. The least enjoyable was Putrid Avatar. But then some of my other favourite fights were Renala's fight, Rykard. None of the other ones really spring into mind. Yeah, I think, yeah. Those, my favourite were Melania and Renala, I think. What's your favourite song that never gets old? Let me have a look at my Spotify. Choosing one song would be really difficult. I don't think I could choose one song that never gets old. Oh, I don't know. The Home We Built by Dayseeker. Past Self by Sleep Token. That's my current favourite. Which artist or band has had the biggest impact on your life? That's a big old question. Most impact. In terms of actually impacting the way that I think, probably Ariana Grande. I've listened to her music since I was like 15, and the messages that she tries to send into the world with her music has changed my perspective on a few things. If you could only watch one movie for the rest of your life, what would it be? I'm such a movie person. I love watching movies. Horror movies. I love watching horror movies. If I had to choose one movie, probably Big Daddy with Adam Sandler.
Damn you! You gave him the easy ones!
Oh, there's so many though. Comedy. Let's do it this way. Comedy, Big Daddy, or something with Jim Carrey. Horror. I had to watch one every day. What do I choose for? Saw or Evil Dead remake. Saw's a classic, and then Evil Dead is like the only movie that's ever got under my skin, apart from The Grudge. The Grudge haunted me for years and years and years and years and years. That still scares me. I don't like Oreos. Oreos can get wrecked, but Evil Dead, that got under my skin. That was a good one. Oh, I don't know. I can't choose one. Coffee or tea? And how do you take it? Coffee, always. And I have a latte. Just latte. No bells or whistles. Just a latte. What's the weirdest thing you believed as a kid? That peas had teeth? I truly believed that peas had teeth, and because I believed it so much, now I get the ick whenever I eat peas. I can't eat peas. I'll pop up a little picture. There's a bit on peas, it has like a little point where it's been picked, and when I was a kid I thought it had a tooth, and I told my little sister, I said peas have teeth, so she can't eat peas either. I believe that as a kid. And my uncle told me that you had to have size 5 feet to sit in the front of the car to stop arguments between me and my cousin. So for a very long time I thought you had to have size 5 feet to sit in the front of the car. If you could have dinner with anyone dead or alive, who would it be? Robin Williams. What's something about making YouTube videos that people probably don't realize? I think the time it takes to edit. Editing takes a really long time, like way longer than you think. I think it's more Twitch. The process of making a YouTube video is quite straightforward. It's like you record, you edit, you upload. Streaming is a whole different kettle of fish. Setting up commands and triggers and automation and things like that takes a lot of work. There's a lot that goes into automating things in a Twitch channel. What time of day are you most creative? It's currently 20 to 1 a.m. What's your biggest fear that might surprise people? Well, I don't think my biggest fear comes as a surprise to any of you. What's a compliment you received that stuck with you? Overall, I want to say any compliments to who I am as a person stick with me a lot more. Specifically when you guys have said that you've had a really shit day and I turn it around, blows my mind. Absolutely blows my mind that, you know, it's, yeah, they're the best compliments. And it's not even really a compliment, it's just knowing that because I created a thing, you feel better. Love that. That's my favorite thing. But thank you so much for spending however long this video is with me. I hope you got to learn a little thing or two about me as a person, and I hope none of my answers were too disappointing. I feel like some of them I couldn't really answer, and I was getting a little bit like, oh, I don't know. Should I do a part 2? Are there more questions that you guys have for me? If you do, I'll leave the link in the description and I'll check for any more questions that you guys have added, and if there's enough on there, then yeah, I can do a part 2. But watch out for the teeth in your peas. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video, and I will see you in the next one. Take care.